Good morning. Welcome to Pinky Miles Cakes, Cookies, and Candy. And thank y'all for joining me this morning. I'm Mary, and Linda is not going to be with us today because the roads are icy. They're not as bad as they are in Fort Worth, but the bridges and overpasses are all ice, and there is no way I would want my sister to get out in that, and she wouldn't do it anyway because it's just too dangerous. So I'll be cooking today by myself, but it's not a hard recipe, and most of you that have already looked to see what on our members page what I'm cooking, you're probably thinking that anybody can make spaghetti, and that is true. But this recipe, I actually seen it on I don't know if it was YouTube. It's on my phone, Facebook. It just came across. I said, you know what? I didn't even give the recipe. It just showed it, and I was just kind of in my mind thinking, well, I can do that. So I like to mess with things anyway, experiment on food. So I don't know what they called it. I'm calling it a spaghetti bake because you bake it for a little bit. And it's not just spaghetti. It's spaghetti, but it's got an extra sauce in there. So that's what I'm trying today, is spaghetti bake. And thank y'all so much for joining me. And I hope that the weather's not too bad around your area. And if it is, please, if you have to get out, be safe. And if you don't have to get out, don't get out. So I will be giving away something at the end of the video, and I will tell you a little bit more about that in a minute. But first of all, I'm being awful brave this morning. The last time I tried this, and this wasn't on the website, on our members page, I'm going to try to make some more garlic toast and little breadsticks. And the last time I did this, I burned them up. So I'm going to set my timer. I'm going to stick these in the oven because I don't know how long it's going to take, but I know that I could be getting this done while I'm making the spaghetti. All I did was take French. This is a wheat French bread, and I sliced it down the middle, and then I sliced it, and I kept slicing it until I got these size slices. And then I put basil infused oil. It's an olive oil. If you don't have this is Pampered Chef, but if you don't have this, you can use olive oil and some spices. But I use this, plus I soaked them pretty good in this olive oil, and then I put garlic powder on it, and I put Italian seasoning. So that's what I've got on there. I'm going to stick them in the oven, and then I'm going to put a timer on them. I'm going to put the timer on for 10 minutes. And maybe by the timer going off, I won't forget. All right, what I've got in the skillet over here, and I'll show you in just a minute, but I want to tell you I have a half a pound of ground meat in the skillet, and then I've got a pound of this Italian sausage. You can't always find the ground sausage, so I just got these sausage like this, and I got mild, and they come in the little links out, and I want to take off. I want to show you. I just split it down the middle. Can y'all see that? I just split it down the middle, and then I take that chasing off, and I'll put it in my skillet. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna trash this. And now, and then I've got a half of onion chopped and a half of bell pepper chopped. And I'm going to put that in my meat mixture. And I'm going to, then I'll bring the camera over here closer. Okay. Back a little bit so y'all can see. All right, this is what I've got cooking here. I've already cooked it. I'm using my mix and chop, and I'm chopping up that sausage that I just put in there. And I've always, or most always, used the 96.4 hamburger meat. But I tell you what I done. I was at Sam's the other day, and I thought I got the less fat meat, hamburger meat. But I'll tell you right now, I can tell you right now that this has oil in it, which I don't normally have. Anyway, I'm gonna have to cook this. I'm gonna turn the burner up just a little bit. That's kind of far over there for me to stir, so I'm going to take it off the back burner and stir it up here where I can get to it a little better. But I've got the bell pepper and onions, and that Italian sausage has some seasoning in it, but I'm going to put some more seasoning in it. So, I'm going to put it back on the burner. My larger burner is at the back of the stove, and that's the reason I keep changing it. I'm going to put Italian. I'm going to put a teaspoon of Italian seasoning in here. Like I said, it already has some in it, but I'm adding some more because of the ground meat. And I'm putting a teaspoon of garlic powder in here. I don't put any salt because it'd be too, I think it'd be too salty. So I'm just going to stir that, and I'm turning the burner up so it'll cook a little faster, because I just want to get the pink. I want to get this meat, I want the meat done. I want it done because it's not in the oven but 15 minutes. So I do want it done. I just don't want it to brown. So I'm using the new silicone mixing shop to get all this chopped up. You know what? I'm gonna put. I don't know if I put it on the members page or not. Some red pepper flakes, but I'm gonna put some in there. I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit. I may have to open the lid. Turn that burner up, so I'm going to have to watch it. And I don't want this. I got my butter here melting, and I don't want that to get brown, so I got to move that off. I didn't realize it. So, anyway, I'm cooking this. And what I'm giving away this morning, I will tell you at the end. Carla's going to be watching and catching us and monitoring on the other end, and Linda is going to be monitoring some too. So I'm going to give you tell you what you can choose from. What I'm going to ask you to do is I'm going to show you some of the things that I'm using here this morning that is Pampered Chef, and I'm going to give away one of those items. So I'm going to show you what I'm using this morning. I'm using this coarse grated cheese grater. I've used this to shred the cheese. I used the food chopper to chop my onions and my bell pepper. I'm going to be using this Easy Read measuring cup. I'm using the silicone spatula, food chopper and spatula. It's a 2-in-1 because it's different from my old one. It's flat where you can stir with it and chop. And the measuring spoons. Out of those choices that I just gave you, I'm going to give one of those items away. But I want y'all in comment, this time it's going to be in comment because Carla's watching, which one of these items out of what I showed you that you would like to have. And so that we're going to choose from that. I'm not going to tell you which one it is, but out of one of those items I'm giving away this morning. Either this, the measuring spoons, the Easy Read measuring cup, the silicone spatula, or the cheese grater. So out of one of those items, I've used more than that. Everything I use is Pampered Chef. But out of one of those items, I am going to be giving one of you that is watching live today, I will be giving that to you. So I'm going to cook this meat just a little bit longer. And let me see. Well, my time's not up yet, but I'm probably going to have to add some more time to my garlic toast because, like I said, I don't know how long it's going to be. Now, I've got, let me see if I can go back with this camera just a little bit so y'all can see what I'm doing. This is a stick of melted butter, and I put some garlic powder in it. And I've had it on the stove, so I'm not sure. Let's see, I'm going to get these cheeses out of here, get it out of the refrigerator, and get my my heavy cream. I had by me being by myself today, y'all just got to bear with me. I'm going to measure up 2 cups of heavy whipping cream. And I knew that wasn't going to be a cup in there, so I've got another one here that I've got to open. But it's not real low temperatures, but it feels like it out there. It's actually right bordering around 32 degrees here in Henderson. Okay, let me get this open. Get me some heavy cream in here. I'm going to put this back in the refrigerator and this in the trash. Okay, so in this skillet here, I've got 1 stick of butter, and I left it on the burner almost too long. Let me get my spatula out of here. And I put garlic powder in there too. Well, actually, I haven't put it in there. I thought it looked like I had, but I hadn't. So I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of garlic salt in there in my milk. And I've got it turned on. I don't want to turn it up high. But I'll get a little warm, and then I will put 2 cups of Parmesan cheese in this. There goes my timer for my bread, and it's not done. So I'm gonna go another 10 minutes. Okay. All right. Now I'm gonna put the camera back over here and get my mat out. I'm gonna shred some cheese. I have already grated most of what cheese I need. I need mozzarella and I need Parmesan. But I wanted to do this. I wanted to do some of it on camera. So I put my Parmesan cheese in here, and then I'll wait till it gets down. I'll wait till it gets down till I can't hold it without. Because it has this guard on here, and trust me, you need that guard because it will slice your hand. So, and then this is a little thing I put on there after when it gets down where I can't. It won't. Well, I ain't got it guard down far enough yet that you can't hold the cheese. You put this in here. I tell you, this morning, I don't know what was wrong. You know, you ever have them days where you just everything turns upside down. I have dropped so many things that I have picked up this morning. I don't know why, but I dropped half a box of spaghetti on the floor, which went in the trash, and of course I had some more. I almost dropped my rock crop pot when I was drying it, and I don't know how many things I've dropped here this morning. I don't know why that's happening to me today, but anyway, that's just one of them days. You know, I was just thanking the Lord for His blessings like I always do, and it just kind of come to me. You know, I thank Him every day for basically the same thing. You know, my health, my strength, my children. You know, a roof over my head. You know, just basically say the same thing. And I said, Lord, I said, don't let me forget. You know, there's a song that says, don't let me forget where you brought me from or where I could have been. You know, some of us never really got out into the world and never really done a lot of really bad things. And so you could have the attitude, you know, well, I've never really done anything bad. But you know what? You need to thank the Lord where you could have been. If it hadn't been for the grace of God, you could have went a totally different direction in your life, and it could have been a whole lot worse. So, I'm having to thank my milk. So anyway, I just don't want to ever forget where the Lord has brought me from or where I could have been. So I thank Him for all of that. Now, let me... I'm gonna put some garlic, minced garlic in that too. I'm gonna put a teaspoon of minced garlic. You know, garlic never hurt anything. It really makes it flavorful. So, as soon as I get all my meat chopped up, and I'll show you again. Make sure all of it is done, and then I'll take it off the burner. Okay, now let me get my camera back over here so y'all can see. This is my milk. And this is my Parmesan. I've already got this shredded up. I'm putting it in 2 cups, at least 2 cups in here of Parmesan cheese. That's probably 2 cups. Because this Parmesan cheese is going to get this thick. And like I said, this is different, and I made this since I seen that on I don't know if it was YouTube or where I seen this, but I made it, and it is good. Matter of fact, we had our 5th Sunday dinner at church this last Sunday, and I made this for that, and I had got a lot of compliments on it. And that reminds me, thank y'all for all your comments and all your love and support on our video yesterday in tribute to Mike's sister and one of our followers, Jennifer Asker. Thank y'all for being so kind and sweet to us about that. And I didn't mention it because I didn't want to take away from but we have a sweet lady in our church, matter of fact, her whole family, and actually she is the one, it's Shay Cherry. She's the one that brought the youth here to my house during Christmas for the youth to sing. Her mother passed away, and she was fighting leukemia, and she lost her battle with it last week. So I just wanted to tell Sherry, because Shay, she watches our video faithfully, And so I wanted to thank her for watching us. She was watching yesterday. And Sherry, we love you. And Shay. And we thank you for keeping up with us. And we're sorry about your mother. Okay. All right. That's almost, it's kind of gotten thick. All right, y'all probably wondering if this is called spaghetti, where's the spaghetti? Okay, now the meat is done. I don't know if y'all ever heard of this before. This is RAO, possibly S. It's marmalade. You can use spaghetti sauce or marmalade, or you can make your own, whatever your preference is. But this is the best tasting. It's like homemade. It says all natural premium marmalade. It is very good sauce. It's a little pricey, but the taste, time you buy everything and make your spaghetti sauce, you probably spend nearly as much as you would for this jar. So anyway, I'm putting this in my meat sauce. I'm going to turn that jar upside down, and that's how I get all the good stuff out of it. I'm going to stir this up. And this is what is good about this spatula, this mix and chop here, is you can stir it with it. The other one is just mostly for stopping, not chopping, not stopping. Oh, goodness. And the apron giveaway, the birthdays for January, I'll be on tomorrow doing some another video, and I will announce the winner to the January apron giveaway tomorrow. So I want this marmalade, this sauce to cook in here a few minutes before I mix it. I cooked up the spaghetti this morning. I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to put it right here so y'all can see. That cheese that I just shredded, I think I told y'all it was Parmesan, but it's not. It's Monterey. It's mozzarella, because I shredded all the mozzarella. The Parmesan this morning. So we will put this aside, and I will use that in a moment. It has a lot of cheese in it. Every time I move the camera, it's not real straight, and that drives me nuts. This is the dish, a 9 by 13 inch dish. Like I said, our membership page, for the new followers, I'd like to explain. We have a membership page. Does not cost you anything to watch our videos, make comments, and correspond with us. But to get the written recipe, we try to give you the measurements on our videos, but a lot of you'd rather have it a written form, and we've got hundreds of recipes on this members page. It is $5.99 a month, and you create your password. Nobody can get in there but you. So that's how you get the written recipe. So when I say members page, we post these recipes on Monday that we're going to be doing all week. So you have a little bit of advantage of the ones that's not on the page, of knowing what we're cooking and the ingredients and everything. But on that page, I didn't put that toast. But I made the spaghetti this morning, and I cooked not quite a pound. I'm gonna check my toast. I'm gonna check my toast here and see if I think they're what I want. Stirring my spaghetti. Let's see here. Okay. This is the toast, and they are toasted just the way I want them. They're crispy. So we're gonna set them aside, and I can have this with the spaghetti. So they did turn, and I cooked them. I baked them for 20 minutes. Let's see, is that right? Yes, I baked them for 20 minutes. I'm gonna set those aside. Leave them on the stove. Stay hot. I'm gonna stir my sauce again. I cooked this same meal Sunday morning before I went to church. I baked a cake Sunday morning before I went to church, and I made a pot of, it was a new recipe. Everything I cooked Sunday morning for church was a new recipe. I wanted to try it out to make sure it was going to taste. I didn't care for the beans. It was a mixture of beans with a lot of diced tomatoes and seasonings, and I don't know, it was just wasn't my favorite, so I won't be showing y'all that recipe. But the cake recipe I did, I am going to show you because it was a hit. And matter of fact, it was several people asked me for it, but want to know how I cooked it. This is spaghetti, and I overcooked the spaghetti, y'all. I put sauce. I just, you know how it is. I forget when there's something's on. I'm on here. I cooked it in my big pot here. I'm gonna just dump it. I almost really messed up. And truthfully, I cooked about 3/4 pan of spaghetti sauce. I'm gonna take some of this out of here. So I would suggest a half a box of spaghetti because I don't want that much spaghetti in it. I want more sauce. So I will use this spaghetti in something other else. So I'm setting this aside. I'm gonna turn my burner off on my meat over here. All on this meat, I just want to get that flavoring in there, in that meat. I'm gonna wipe my counter up a little bit. I can't work with all this mess. So I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do to this spaghetti. I cooked it ahead of time, and I did put some olive oil on it, but I'm fixing to put some more on it. I'm gonna put some of this basil olive oil on it, and it will keep it from, I can separate it better. Okay. All right, where's my tongs at? This is the spaghetti tongs that Pampered Chef has too. See, I'm just gonna put that olive oil on this, and it'll separate these noodles. I just kind of overcooked them a little bit, and I don't want them sticky like that. So that olive oil is going to separate it. Okay, let me see. Okay, now, see what that olive oil done? It even took the spaghetti off of my spaghetti thing. Okay, now this is my Parmesan cheese, the heavy whipping cream, and the garlic salt. And I'm pouring that over my spaghetti. And this pan is heavy. I gotta set it down to be able to get it all out. Get all that Parmesan cheese. And that was fresh, the block of cheese that I shredded. And it melts a lot easier than that if you try to buy that already shredded. It just don't, it has a coating on it. And so I'm just gonna stir it up in the spaghetti. This is what made it different from just regular spaghetti. And you know what? It had a very good taste. Very good taste. I had one brother in the church came to me and he said, "You make that spaghetti?" And I said, "Yeah, I did." He said, "Well, I'm taking some of it home with me." I said, "Well, help yourself." So, and then, you know, some might not like it, but it's different. I just want to make sure it all gets coated good because this doesn't bake in the oven very long. You know. Okay. All right. I think I got it. Now I'm going to put It has a lot of cheese in it. I'm going to put probably maybe a half a cup of the mozzarella on top of that. Okay, not much. Okay. Now, I tell you what, this is one of those big, heavy 12-inch skillets. I'm going to have some help with this. I may not be able to pick this thing up by myself. I'm going to set it on the side here. Let me move that camera so y'all can see what I'm doing. I'm going to move that camera back. I want y'all to be able to see what I'm doing. I'm gonna put that skillet there. I'm gonna move this lid so I can get it out. And I'm gonna change spoons too. Okay, so instead of just pouring that in here, let me get that a little closer. This is my spaghetti sauce. And I just put it on top. It sounds a little weird, those two sauces, but I really liked it. Now, like I said, it might not be for everybody, but and I might not have done it exactly the way it was on the video that well, it wasn't a video. You know how, I don't even know what it's called. You know how on Facebook they'll give you a small clip of something. They really won't show you the whole thing. Well, that's what that was. And I seen it well enough to kind of know what it was. And I might not have done it exactly the way they did it. But this is the way I did it. So, and it did taste pretty good. So, now I can pick the skillet up. I just couldn't pick that thing up and it full. Okay. Now, I'm going to put, that is pretty full. Now I'm going to put 2 cups of mozzarella cheese on top. I'm probably going to put this because somehow or another I must have poured a little bit more milk in my saucepan, because it seems like it was a little bit more milk. I might have put a little over 2 cups of milk in this. I had the cup out, measuring cup that was a 4 cup, and I might have run it over a little bit because it's more milk in this than what I fixed the other day. But you know what? I don't like anything dry, so I'm probably going to like it pretty good with the more milk. Just put this all over it. But because this is a lot of milk in here, I am going to put this on a tray because I don't want it spilling in my oven. And you just put this in the oven for 15 minutes. Mostly all this is doing is putting it in the oven is melting this cheese. Okay. I'm going to put some parsley flakes, and you can use dried or you can use fresh. I'm just going to put a little bit of dried parsley on top of it. Just kind of make it pretty. Okay. And now I'm going to put it in the oven, 350 degrees. That's a pot full. I don't like anything on your containers that you put in the oven. If it's outside of the food, I don't like, I like to wipe it off. Now, let me get me a cookie sheet. I'm going to put it in a cookie sheet. I'm going to put the cookie sheet in there and then put this on there because it's pretty heavy. Okay, now let me set the timer. 15 minutes, it'll be ready. I'm going to get this counter cleaned off here because I'm going to put something else on the table. You know, you can have a simple, quick recipe and you're still going to dirty up dishes. And Sunday morning, whenever I was cooking all that, I got up early that morning, cooked all those dishes to take to church. I had so many dirty dishes in the sink. I said, I don't know if I'll even get these washed before I get ready to go to church. But you know something? It really wasn't as many dishes as it looked like. And I did get them done before I went to Sunday school. It's just, you know, you cook. You hear the younger generation and say that they get the kitchen cleaned up and the very next day they dirty it again. Well, that's just life. You know, you cook, you do have to clean up the kitchen. That's just part of it. And I found it's a lot easier to do them right after you get through cooking than to say I'll do them after we eat. That was just something I always, usually, whenever, most of the time, I won't say I always, but most of the time, when my husband came home for supper, the supper would be ready on the stove, staying hot, warm till he got there. But every dish that I used, it was clean. It was washed. So when we sat down to eat, we got through, it would just be what we eat in is all we had to wash. All I had to wash. And it's just so much nicer. Makes you feel better after you eat because you're not exactly wanting to do a lot of work afterwards. It's just better if you do them dishes as you go. At least that's how I feel about it. And it doesn't always happen, but I try to. All right, now I want to show you something. Valentine is next week. Linda did a beautiful job of her bouquets yesterday. And we're trying to do a little bit of Valentine things. Tomorrow I'm going to be baking some little mini Valentine cakes. But I want to tell you about this today. This is a little bucket, a Valentine bucket. And what I'm going to do tomorrow, I am going to fill this full of different Valentine things. Candy, little books, pencils, pens, notebooks, just whatever this bucket will hold. I've got a bunch of things to put in it. And we're going to be giving this away to one of our followers, child, grandchild, or great-grandchild. So what I need y'all to do is in comments, because this is something that I want to people that didn't get to watch it live and they'll watch it on a replay. I want them to have an opportunity to be a part of this. So what I want you to do, anytime, but not while I'm on air. You can, I say that, I forget. It comments, it doesn't matter. You can put them on there anytime. We got 2 or 3 people that's going to be looking at them. But if you have a child, grandchild, or great-grandchild in the ages of elementary, kindergarten through maybe 13, once you become a teenager, you really don't care that much about, this kind of things. You do to a certain extent, but that's what our age group. And what I need y'all to tell me, I do not need any names. All I need to say is I have 3 5-year-olds. I have 1 7-year-old. I have 3 10-year-olds. The number of how many kids at that age that you have up to 13. So that's all I need to know. No names, just how many children you have, grandchildren, great-grandkids in those age groups. That's all I need. So, and then we will draw a name. Not a name, we will draw, we'll have to draw a name. And then once we select someone to receive this basket, we will mail it to you probably by Friday. We want to get this in the mail, so whoever wins it, whether they want to keep it or if they want to take it and share it with either their other cousins or brothers and sisters, or take it to the school, whatever they want to do with it is up to the person who gets it. So it doesn't matter. But we want to give away a bucket of Valentine hearts, Valentine candy, just a little treat. And so we'll put it in a box and mail it. And we want to try to get it mailed by Friday. So tomorrow I will be announcing the winner of the Valentine box. But I will be showing you tomorrow what I'm putting in this box. It's called a bucket. I just got it at the dollar store. You know, it's just, it doesn't really take a lot, and this will make some child happy. They can share or whatever. So that's just another little thing that we try to think about. We can't give everybody something, and we don't live close to everybody that we can just deliver something. So all you people out there that watches us on a regular basis and continuously, just little things along. It's just something showing, we just want to do. I just love to do things for people, you know. And I had somebody call me the other day. I'm going to tell off on myself. Oh, you know, these publishing clearinghouse, they send me things all the time. And sometimes I order. Matter of fact, one of the things I used this morning. Anyway, I just, from time to time, I order something. Well, they called me the other day and want to know why I purchased. When I purchased, why do I purchase? And I told them, I said, because I like to give gifts. I buy those things to give as gifts, because I don't usually shop on Amazon. I'm afraid to put my credit card in there. And of course, I think Amazon is the safest, but I don't do a lot of internet shopping. So whenever I get some of them little papers and it's something that I think one of my kids or grandkids might want, I just order it, you know, and give it away. That's what I do. And I don't know I don't know what you thought about that, but that's the truth. I don't need anything, but some things that they offer, I like, but most of the time I give it away. And usually when I order it, I have somebody in mind that I'm gonna give it to. But anyway, we just Linda and I both have we just love to give, and so we're gonna give some child Valentine box of candies and pencils and just whatever will fit in this box. That's what we're gonna give away. Okay, let's see here. I'm gonna taste one of these. I'm gonna taste one of these breadsticks. Ooh, very crunchy, very flavorful. I like that. Yes, I will be making my breadsticks. This will go good with that pizza. So anyway, I'm gonna set it aside because I'm not gonna eat it now. And that is wheat bread, Italian bread. Wheat, what is it called? I just bought the wheat French bread. You make a lot out of this long loaf. It was $1.47. But you can make a lot of toast out of this. So it's very good. Now I probably got it all in my teeth. Okay, let's see now. I'm going to show y'all again. For anybody that has come on late. Excuse me. The older I get, the more I have to watch trying to talk with anything in my mouth. Got a little bit of garlic toast. I got a little choked on it. But anyway, I'm going to show you again what, let's see, what did I say? This and this. And I done put it in the, I done put it in the dishwater. This is the cheese grater, the food chopper, the Easy Read measuring cup, the measuring spoons. I need to put that in water. And then the spatula that I use stirring the meat sauce, that silicone spatula. Between that, this Easy Read measuring cup, and the measuring spoons. One of those items I'm going to give away here this morning. So, for what I want you to do, I want you to put in comment, because Carla's watching and Linda's watching, put in comment which one of those items that you would like to have. Because, you know, sometimes you may have all of these items, or you may have all of them but one. So put on there what you would like to have, and then we will, I already have in my mind, I know which one I'm going to give away, so Y'all just put on there what you want, and you might be the lucky winner. So we're going to do that on air before I close. So we like 5 more minutes, and the spaghetti will be ready. So, okay, let me think what else. Little Linda and I don't think my sister's going with us. Not sure, but I don't think she is. We may be going to Dallas Friday. May not, because it depends on the weather. If the roads are still bad, we will not go. But we had planned before all this came up that we was going to go shopping. There's a few things that little Linda was wanting, and me too. So we were just going to go up there, and I don't know for sure whether Carla was going to meet us or not. But anyway, we're going to be, hopefully we'll be doing that Friday, and if so, we'll let you know. And we might take a little video of what we're doing and just having fun, just a fun day. But you know, it's Mike. Linda will have to stay home with Mike for one thing. He's doing great over his loss of his sister. He really is. He kind of, I think he had already braced himself with it, and had a hard time last week. And so when it actually happened, he had already come to terms with it. So he's doing great. But his immediate family weren't that close. They never really, you know, they weren't that close. I don't think he'd seen her in years and years. But, I mean, he loved her. He loved her. And she was like a mother to him, the way I understand, when he was younger. But, anyway, thank y'all for your prayers, because he definitely needs them, because he struggles with a lot of things. So, and then it trickles down to Linda, you know. So y'all just keep him and Linda in your prayers, and we appreciate it. You know, we feel y'all's prayers, and you know something. Y'all may not think this is funny, but I have to laugh about it to keep from getting upset. But I'm telling you, I know that we have a lot of y'all out there that pray for us. We pray for this our program, and the devil doesn't like it. I'm telling you, he does not like it. So you can rest assured, we handle it. I think we handle it great, but there's things that comes up, you know, that is, we could let it get us down, but we're not going to do it, you know. So just keep your prayers coming, and just, oh Lord, just help us, pray that we can rebuke that devil and just keep going, because he sure does try. He tries so hard to cause conflict and just all kind of problems, you know, just you know, comments that we listen to. We're getting better. We're getting what you might call it tougher skin. We're getting a little tougher skin about some of the comments, but you know, we're still human. It still, sometimes it does rub us the wrong way, but it's just life, and we got so many good followers. We just cannot let that hinder us, because we have got a lot more nice comments and text and messages than we ever have bad. So it's all good. Let's see here now. My clock says it will like 1 minute and 14 seconds, and we can get this finished product out. Okay, what did I do with my? Okay. I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit more mozzarella on top, but not much, and I won't put it back in the oven. I've got all my spices out here, but this is pepper chef too, but I didn't include that. This is one of those leak-proof glass containers that has a lid, and trust me, when you get this lid on here and you snap that down, it is airtight. All 4 sides, it does not leak. That's why it's called leak-proof. So if you want something sealed, good, tight, comes in a set of 3. This is the largest one. But I mean, and I like to put my cheese in these, because I know that it's not gonna dry out. So I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of cheese on top once I get that out. And I'm fixing to get it out. And I know it's going to be heavy. Okay, let me put this up. Let me put that right there so I can. On special occasions, and we got all the people here, I start looking around and I call for a man to do this job. Oh, Jesus. Oh, it is heavy. Okay. I got it out. Now I'll tell y'all something. Something I forgot to do, and y'all do this when you cook that hamburger meat, because I'm not used to cooking hamburger meat that has oil in it, grease left in it. I'm used to getting that nice meat with no oil. And I got this the other day, and it had oil in it, and I forgot to drain it. You want to drain your oil off of your meat before you put your spaghetti sauce in there. So, you can see I got oil here in the center meat. I'm just going to take a paper towel, and I'm going to soak some of it up because I don't want all that oil, that grease. It's not going to get it all out, but it's going to help because I just forgot to take that oil out. But I mean, it flavors it good, but you don't want to. I don't think it's that good for you. So I'm just going to take some of that out. I'm going to spoon this up and show it to y'all. I think that's probably all I can get out. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to put just some mozzarella cheese on top. And this will melt just from the heat. I'm just putting a little extra. This is, what am I putting on in it? Yeah, this is Parmesan. This is Parmesan. I had to look at it good. I'm telling you, Parmesan cheese is hard to grate, but that little grater does a great job. Okay, all right. I'm just putting a little bit. I wasn't going to put much. And it will continue to melt. Come on. Get me a... I see I messed it. I see I got stuff on my stove over there. Okay, so I'm gonna get this up so y'all can see it. It's hot. But see, you got your Alfredo on the bottom, and that's all I'm gonna dish up. But I was gonna show it to you. I guess I should have put it on a saucer so you could tell better. But see, you got your that is kind of like I don't know if that's the way it was on the other page or not, but it's kind of like Alfredo sauce, okay? You got your milk and your Parmesan cheese and your butter, and so it's kind of like that. So it's just, I know it's good because I made some Sunday, but I'm going to try my best to taste of this. But I know it's hot. Thank you, Jesus. So good to me. It's really good. It really is good. And I will eat some of my breadsticks with it, but I'm not going to do it on camera because I don't want to get choked. Because I can't talk, especially after bread. I don't know what it is, but it's bread that just don't want to go down. So, thank y'all so much for joining. Now we got a winner. Carla, will you text me the winner to the thing I'm giving away this morning? Okay. Let me see here. Okay, Carla. Okay. Well, Carla, if you'll text me the winner to the item that I'm giving away this morning, and I'll go ahead and tell you what I'm giving away. So you were supposed to text out of those items that I showed you, which one you would like to have. And so Carla knew the item that I was giving away, so she's picking from that. So Carla, if you would text me the winner, so I'm waiting. I don't know, it's not going through, so I don't know. Just give me a few more minutes, but this is what I'm giving away, and this is that adjustable course grater that I grated the cheese with this morning. I think this is, I forgot to look up how much it is. I think it's $40. Okay, all right, I just got the text from Carla, and congratulations, it's Angie Lynn Green. So Angie Lynn Green, I will need your address. So what I want you to do, not on the business phone, on my personal phone. We are getting so backed up on the business phone until we are trying something new. So if I do a giveaway, I want you to text me your address on my personal phone. And if Linda gives away a gift on her program, then you text it to her phone number. My phone number is 903-649-0605. That way I get it. I get it right immediately, and I don't have, it's not backed up, because the business phone has all the hundreds of birthday entries. And if you text it and I don't catch it right that minute, it gets, it's hard to go. I have to go back and read every one of them. Once I read the birthday giveaway, it doesn't show up on my phone as a birthday. It shows my response. So then that hinders me from knowing who's entered on a birthday. So if you have been entered on your birthday and give for the apron and telling me, I do not respond to those, because that's how I know that text is a birthday name. So don't think that I have not seen it. I see it, but I cannot respond when you give us your birthday, or it will get mixed up in all my other texts. So that's the reason. Now, let me go back. Do not start texting February's birthdays. If you have a birthday in February, don't start texting that to the business phone until the last week of February, because after this is over with and we select a number, select a name, it goes by numbers. We don't say we're going to give a certain person. It goes by numbers. We select a number. We go through and count all the entries. And I'm going to be deleting those. If I get somebody telling me that they got a birthday February the 10th and I get that text today, it will get deleted, because it's that last week. I have too many things to go through. So your birthday is going to be overlooked. So don't start texting your birthday on the business phone to the last week of February. We don't want any birthdays as in August or May or June. We do it month by month. So all you new followers, we give away a pink or white apron every month to the person with the birthday in that month. But we wait till the day after that month is completely over with. Then we go back and we give away an apron for that month. So, I hope that explains to all you new ones out there how we do about the giveaway on the aprons. Now, whenever we give away on our Pinky Miles page, the Pampered Chef, that's entirely different, and that is who's ever doing the video at their house that day. That's who gives the products away. So the person, let me see here. I just got it was Angie Lynn Green, and I'll get this in the mail, but it will be Friday. It will be Friday. I will be on my other page sometime this afternoon showing you what I'm going to be doing for the on my other page for February. But I'll need to clean my kitchen up first. So I hope that y'all have a great day. Stay in out of the weather. Hope y'all try this. And if y'all seen this recipe on Facebook and it's similar to what you see, you'll just know, I didn't see the video. I just got glimpses of it, and I said, I think I can make that. So I hope y'all enjoy it. Have a blessed day, and please don't forget to count your blessings. Join me again tomorrow. I'll be making some mini heart cakes and doing the basket for one of your children or grandchildren, and selecting a name tomorrow. I'll be selecting the name before tomorrow, but anyway, I will look at all the comments tonight and in the morning before I draw. Thank y'all, and don't forget to count your blessings. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.